Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Jade Empire. Last episode we conversed with our companions a bit again, spoke a bit more, and also managed to move on and start going through the Bronze Division here. We're about ready to deal with the champion, but it seems Kylan the Serpent wants to speak with us. I think it's Kylan. Let's see what's gonna go on in here. No, not Kylan. The other guy. That is a name. Let's speak with Lucky Cho first.
Before you face Kana, I'd like to present you with a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Oh, do you? And who else is benefiting from this arrangement?
Fortunately for you, my employer, Kylan the Serpent, has a vested interest in your success against Kana. This is Sweet Poison Lin, a master of the Toxicant arts. Lin, this is Raging Dragon, the fighter we discussed.
I know this one by reputation, and that's enough. I trust you'll consider this discussion private and potentially very beneficial.
I don't like the tone that this offer of yours is taking.
Not even if it offers you a chance at the Bronze Division Championship?
No, I can take it myself.
Crimson Kana's rise to Bronze Division Champion has been good for business, but she has become troublesome of late. She believes that the Serpent runs the arena with little concern for honor, and she's right. The problem is that she cares.
What does this have to do with me?
The Serpent and I believe that Kana needs to be stopped. We want you to replace her as the Bronze Champion.
I was wondering when you would come to the point.
It should be a simple matter to slip a slow-acting but extremely deadly poison into Kana's drink before the match.
I will not be party to a murder.
She will be dealt with regardless. Why not benefit from our actions and ensure that her removal is clean?
When Cho approached me regarding this matter, I felt that it might be in the best interests of the Greater Guild if I were involved.
If you accept, the Guild will cover half of Lin's usual fee. The remaining cost would be roughly half of your winnings from defeating Kana.
Yeah, no, this isn't mutually beneficial at all. I will not dishonor myself by resorting to... Well, what if I tell the authorities about this?
You fool! The Guild is the authority in the arena. Anyone you approach would know better than to tangle with us.
I will not dishonor myself by resorting to poison.
If that is your choice, then so be it. You may deal with Kana on your own.
I can and will.
I strongly advise you not to bring this up to anyone. I hope my point speaks for itself.
Never much believed in poisons myself. There's simpler ways to kill a man, or a woman for that matter.
Our business is concluded. It is time for you to leave.
Yeah, I will. Let me speak with the others first, though, just to see if they have anything to say.
What do you need from me?
Where do you find your wares?
I have my sources. Some of them rich, some of them poor, and all of them very concerned with their privacy.
Do you ever worry about this much magic in one place?
Do you have any idea how much magic the arena itself holds? These walls have seen more than you or I can imagine, and there's enough security for me not to worry.
Are these goods stolen?
These fine wares may have changed hands a few times over history, but that's the nature of such things. If you're that worried, don't buy anything.
Why do you run your shop back here, anyway?
What the Imperial bureaucrats don't know won't hurt them. First they decree wind maps off limits, and now there's concern over magical artifacts.
Do you have any idea why these restrictions are in place?
Certain items have always been considered questionable, but enforcement has been more strict in the past few years. All I really know is that the restrictions have done wonders for my customers' tolerance for raised prices. What more could I ask for?
Alright, show me what you have to sell.
Magical enhancements and knowledge. Have a look at my wares and see for yourself.
Let's see. A couple gems I don't care about. 1,000 cut style, which I can't afford. 1,000 cuts is aptly named, though the style does not involve blades. A master of this style relies on numerous light strikes in quick succession instead of singular punishing blows or thunderous kicks. Most opponents reel under such a relentless assault, unable to counter fast enough to find an opening for their own attacks. Or in other words, this attack move is... Yes, I actually had to make that reference. Shut up. Happy Endings Vic Courtesan. A more apt name I could not think of. Well, maybe Lustful Lao, but still.
Aren't you a sight? I am Happy Endings, famed courtesan, and it is a pleasure to greet you. Especially such a fine figure of a man. So many men are made soft by city life.
You're talking to the wrong lady, Master. That's the waitress over there. You know, the one with the wine?
I would love to chat with you and learn more about you, but alas, I can't. I'm on exclusive retainer with the proprietor of this place, and he does get so jealous. Farewell, gorgeous.
Indeed. Well, let's move on. Before we continue, perhaps I should mention to Kana. I should warn you, Lucky Cho is trying to eliminate you. Have I become such a thorn in the serpent's side? How do you know this? Lucky Cho offered me the services of a poisoner. Did he? Is Lucky Cho so desperate to see his bets assured, or does Kailan see me as a threat? Either way is a victory of sorts for me. The guild does not operate so overtly in the rest of the city. I wonder if the organization condones such actions. But such musings are useless. Why have you told me this? We have to watch each other's backs, or the guild will fix every fight. I suspect they are constantly adjusting odds to their control of the bets, but at least we can keep the combat honorable in the ring. I have long promised that I would train anyone who defeats me. My skills with the sword are imperfect, but there are things I can teach you that no other could. Should you emerge the victor of our fight, I will train you in some of my more advanced techniques. You have shown the purity of spirit to wield a weapon with the required precision. That is a fine reward. Thank you. A warrior knows that training is more valuable than silver. That's all I need to know. Alright, now then, Kui, time for us to begin our fight.
I want to hear... What?
Tell me about my next fight.
Until the guild stepped in, I was ready to give you an attempt at the bronze division for your last match. Now it's time. Are you ready to face Crimson Kana, the finest sword this august arena has seen in 5 generations?
You don't even know the word generations? Oh my god. Yes, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Onwards.
A challenger for the Bronze Division, Crimson Kana must fend off Raging Dragon.
Double swords, eh? Let's give this a try. 2 against 1? I've dealt with 4 before. Ow. Okay, you are actually quite powerful. But I can handle you. Come here, you. And down you go. Well fought. I've had tougher, but well fought.
Kana's winning streak has been broken at last. I don't know if you've heard, but Kana has proclaimed that the first fighter who extriciates her from her championship will learn the secrets of her techniques.
Yes, I have heard. From you, even. Come talk to me when you have a moment. crowd loved that fight. I think it was worth some extra silver, don't you?
Come now. The arena works on a strictly regenerated payment system for the fights. There's no way I can give you extra.
You're too savvy a businessman to not reward your star performers.
I'm sorry, but there's no room for bonuses, extra payments, or gratitudes of any kind. You'll be fine with the usual winnings.
As you wish.
Now that that's settled, what else can I do for you?
Let's see. I do have a few things to mention. Oh no, we've already done that here. What can you tell me about the champion of my next division?
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the Silver Division Championship. He'll be watching you, so expect him to anticipate your style if you face him.
Alright, there's nothing else I need from you for now, Queen.
When you walk the streets and hear your name among the crowds, be sure that your ego does not swell like the body of 11 gaping maw, god of inopportune gluttony.
That is a hell of a name. Alright, let's start with Kana. I have been thinking since our match. I came to this place seeking honor, but I feel that my many victories have all been hollow. I think, yes, it is time for me to leave again and seek other challenges. What will you do now? I think I shall return to the prosperous East and continue my studies. But first, I am sworn to teach the secrets of my style to any who can best me. Let me instruct you. Since you told me the serpent's plan, I will teach you a more advanced technique. The key is balance and form. Your motion must be swift, but precise. Well done. You learn very quickly. One thing bothers me about your moves, though. Throughout the fight, it felt as if there was some opening in your defense. Why wouldn't you exploit that opening? What I sensed was some opening in your guard. I cannot name it, and could not find it leading me to believe that it was a brilliant gambit. Your method traps your opponents into hunting for a weakness they'll never find. You should speak with your master about this. For now, you are deadly enough. Others have mentioned this. Should I be concerned? Consider it a perfectly laid trap, not a weakness. Your master was truly skilled to mold such a trap into your very being. It is odd he never mentioned it to you. Sometimes the best masters dare not trust their students with the deepest mysteries. Certain lessons can only be learned if one discovers them for oneself. I hope you fare well. I turn my eyes to the east, where new challenges await me by the ocean. Crimson Tears. Let's see here. Here it is, Crimson Tears. An artifact weapon, plus 25% damage over basic double saber style. Okay. The inscription on these unique sabers is written in a long ago dialect. The writing, deciphered by scholar Xiao Shen many years ago, reads, "The innocent are cut down with the guilty. The brave die beside the craven. The blades do not weep for the dead." Rumor has it that the Crimson Tears have ended more lives than the Great Drought itself. Despite centuries of use, these sabers are as sharp and deadly as the day they were forged. Interesting and useful. Or would be, but I'm content with Fortune's favorite. Alright, let's speak to the other people here. May as well move around. You managed to win your last match, didn't you? It was nice to see someone finally defeat Crimson Kana. Soldier's been chuckling about it ever since. Okay then. Soldier, you have anything to say?
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad. If you think defeating Kana impresses me, you're wrong. She was too wrapped up in honor and duty to do well anywhere but in schools in this arena. Unbending values like hers come from having your sword rammed too far up your nether regions.
Oof.
If you can't bend without cutting yourself on morality, you're no good in a real fight.
I can understand a few things, but... can I ask you any questions?
Trying to figure out how to deal with Soldier. Not a chance. You are going to lose and lose again until you finally stop trying. If you drop out of the arena in shame, so much the better. Now go on and leave me alone. We've got nothing to talk about.
Okay, fine.
Good. Go bother someone else.
Alright. Han, anything to say?
I watched your last match. That was quite the fight out there. The champion of the Bronze Division, no less. You're doing very well for someone so new to this place. If you haven't talked to Connie yet, do so. She swore to teach her style to the first person to defeat her.
Already done. Thank you, that's it. Alright, and as for the three Sung brothers?
Look who stands before us, brothers. The newest champion of the Bronze Division. We shall have to keep an eye on you. Very few climb so far, so quickly.
Let's see. No, that's it.
Oh.
I wonder if the guy back here has anything to say to me.
You had your chance to deal with me, and you lost it. Find someone else to pester.
Alright, I'll leave you be. There is another person, though, I want to ask something about, because I do remember this guy here. He had something for us if we could get into the back room.
They say you're in good with the guild. You're allowed into the back rooms where Sweet Poison Lynn runs her shop, aren't you? I know you have a brilliant career to attend to here, but I have a favor to ask of you if you can spare a moment.
I suppose I might. What favor do you need me to do?
I know you're allowed to go freely into the back room past Kui's office. Would you carry a message to someone in there for me?
That sounds easy enough. I'd be happy to help.
There's a merchant in the back named Sweet Poison Lynn. She has connections with the guild, the real authorities in this place. I want to expand my operation, but without the guild's approval and protection, I can only take very small bets. If I made any larger transactions, they'd be quite upset.
What would it take to get their protection?
I spoke to some of the lesser guild members, and there's a set fee that must be paid to Sweet Poison Lynn. It took me some time to save up the silver, but I have the fee. I just can't get back there to talk to Lynn and pay her directly. If you could go in there and pay her on my behalf, I'd happily repay you.
What would happen if you did go above their limit on your bets?
I would never do that. I'd be shut down or worse in a heartbeat. And there's too many people who'd happily report the infraction to Sweet Poison Lynn. The guild rewards those who can prove that people in my position aren't playing by their rules.
So they reward snitches. How would I benefit from helping you?
A richer game with higher bets, of course. I'm sorry I can't offer you more, but you must admit this is a small favor.
Well, yeah, it is a small enough favor. I'd be happy to help. I'll go talk with her.
My thanks. I'm sure Sweet Poison Lynn knows about my interest. I've been angling this deal for a while. You should run back there now. The sooner you go, the sooner we can up the antes.
Of course. I mean, I'm probably not going to gamble, but sure. Alright, Lynn.
What do you need from me?
I need to talk to you about gambler Dao Shen.
Dao Shen? He has angled for a long time for our permission to run a larger game. He's honest to a fault, but he still pulls in a fair bit of cash. I was wondering if he'd be resourceful enough. One of my associates has already told him of the cost involved. Are you here to deliver his payment?
I have the 500 silver right here.
His payment? Good. Give it to me, and I'll send someone to go discuss the new terms of his operation. Now, back to our business, yes?
We don't have any more business, so goodbye.
I'll be here.
Hopefully he can pay up his end of the bargain. Alright, Dao Shen?
Before you say a thing, I had a visit from one of Sweet Poison Lynn's contacts. Fantastic news! I can up the bets! Now you can wager 10 or 25 silver on each roll. This is perfect! And I have you to thank. Thank you again for paying the fee from your own silver. Here's your repayment and a little extra for your time.
Thank you very much. Glad I could help.
Now that we can play for larger bets, what say we set up a game?
Ah, no thank you. That's enough for now.
Thanks.
I thought oh, the Superior Warrior Gem was the extra. Okay. I'll sell... Oh, I don't think I'm going to be using that. Plus 6 body, that is pretty good. All the good things we have here. That's the only one I kind of want to replace, which, yeah, I think that would be fine replacing. Which one do I want to... I don't know what I want to replace it with yet. Incidentally, fun fact. You can, if you wish, try and basically abuse the system through save scumming. Save the game, gamble with him. If you win, save it. If you lose, reload the game and play with him again. If you win, save again and play with him again. And you can keep doing that and get more and more money until he just explodes. Literally, he just explodes into a pile of gore because the devs realized people were going to do that to try and get endless money. 25 silver at a time. I don't know what the limit is. It might be like 4 or 5 games, one in a row before they decide, yeah, you're not doing this anymore. But good on them for realizing that people are going to be dishonest and try and do that, and stopping it in an amusing way. Alright. All that leaves now is to go back into the arena and continue everything there. But that is going to happen in the next episode, because this episode's a little short, I think, but I think this is a good place to pause. Continuing on with the next division, the Silver Division, in one episode, I think that'll be nice. That'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Chester44, that is Jin and Black Whirlwind. I'm very interested to hear what you have to say eventually. This has been a Let's Play of Jade Empire, and I shall see you all next time.